guys, it's Thomas here, and today is a really snowy one this morning here in beautiful Nova Scotia. Snow's just coming down. You know, property's all covered in white stuff. Yeah, I'm out for the morning walk with the dogs. They're having a good time. They love the snow. But today's going to be a fun day, and this is going to be a fun video because I finally picked a name for the axolotl. So I'm going to finish this walk here, and then we're going to get back, and yeah, I'm going to show you what names you guys chose, what you thought I should name it, and then I'll show you what I actually settled on. And it was tough. There's a lot of good names there. Anyways, let's get going. Oh, there's some ice under there, buddy. Watch out. All right, guys, now it's time to go through all of those crazy awesome names you sent in. I got way more than I was expecting, by the way. I was thinking maybe I get, 10, 12, maybe 15 names from you guys. I got 130 comments, obviously including the few that I put out onto the channel as responses to you guys, but that's a ton. I got a ton of names. I'm going to try to collect them all and add them in the description of this video, so check there. Great work, guys. I'm going to start off with, I guess, some of the names that you guys came up with that multiple people, I guess, had thought of, or at least are very similar. So, first one that I thought was absolutely rad was a reference to Guns N' Roses, which I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but I'm a guitarist, or at least a version of one. I enjoy it. And I've been a musician for a long time. I've done a little bit of work in music for video games and a little bit of Foley art and stuff like that. So this one was cool for me, and that is various iterations of Axol Glows. Axol Glows was my favorite because it takes both the beginning and the end of Axl Rose's name and turns it into something that is completely applicable to this axolotl. So Axol, A-X-O-L, and then Glows instead of Axl Rose. Love it. Absolutely awesome. I like where your guys' head's at. Another one that many people had was various iterations of names for Ryan Reynolds characters. So Deadpool, Regeneration, right on point. Green Lantern, Glowing Green, again, right on point with this axolotl. I think one of the suggestions was Wade, after Wade Wilson, who is the character Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds, obviously, since he plays both Deadpool and Green Lantern. So that's a pretty appropriate name. Some other ones that were similar, I guess, would be Logan, which is Wolverine, Regeneration. Spawn, Regeneration, Glowing Green Eyes. All super applicable. Groot, that's another character from comics. Who else did we have? Gazoo, which is a character from the Flintstones, if I'm remembering correctly when I read the comment. I think it's from the Flintstones. Peter Pan, because obviously this axolotl never grows up. I like that one a lot. So all awesome names. At the end of the day, I love them all. I'm just checking my screen here to make sure I've gone over all of them that fall in that camp. I know I put it out there that I asked for names that were themed with either regeneration or glowing or something to do with the axolotl, and I'm really impressed with what you've come up with. We also have some various other names. If you're not aware, I am a huge fan of all things kind of science, and especially when it comes to the interesting world of physics and space and astronomy. You guys threw me some names that fall in that camp, like Bellatrix, which I believe is a star, along with Hydra and Hydrus, which, again, stars. So those are awesome. I'll tell you, I already picked a name. As I'm going through these and just reading to you guys, I already know what name I picked, but I am so impressed with the caliber of names you guys sent. It's incredible. We also got some names that kind of are based around just everyday people names. Whether or not they're meant to be, they are just human names. So we've got like Brian, we've got Glenn, Gus, Jeff. I think somebody else said, one of my awesome subscribers suggested their own name, or their nickname, Made. I like it. We also got Todd, Tony. So various names. Again, Ryan Reynolds would technically fall under that. Various names of just people names. I don't usually name my pets after people names, just because I try to come up with something a little bit on the cuter or whimsical side. It's just more fun, I think. But those are all great names. We got a bunch of names that are essentially just other animals. So some of those are fishy, duck. We got Komodo, which I think is hilarious because if you look at an axolotl, which is lizard-like, and look at a Komodo dragon, which is the largest lizard on the planet, as far as I'm aware, a little juxtaposed. Cute little squishy thing that lives underwater, giant menacing lizard that can take down antelope. Crazy. But it works. I like it. We also got various versions of just names that focus on the fact that it glows, like Lit, Lumen, Lumi, and Lumiere. Love them. And on that note, based on just its color, we got names like Lemon, Lemon Head, I think, and, ooh, what was the other one? Stabilo, which I really love because I believe that's a brand of highlighter, and it's the exact color of the axolotl. Stabilo. I like it. I dig it. What else did we get? We also got Morphe, based on the fact that, you know, I guess it doesn't morph. It never morphs, so Morphe is kind of a funny name. I guess we could also go with Morpheus. That one's of my own invention, inspired by Morphe. We also got a really cool name that I really liked was Osamu Shimomura, which is apparently the name of the person who discovered the green fluorescent protein, or first found it in whatever animal it was in. I didn't do any background check on that, so I'm just trusting the post, but that is a really cool name if that's in fact true, since this axolotl carries that green fluorescent protein. Excellent. Love that name. Really cool, and taking it to a kind of a deeper level. We also got some punny names like Sir Axolot, Kim Jong-gills. I see what you did there. Really funny. Really, really funny. We also got Slimey. I haven't really held it, so I don't know if it's slimy, but it looks slimy. It's kind of like the color of the green ooze from Ninja Turtles, and that looks pretty slimy. So I dig it. We got Glowy and Waddle, which I'm not going to lie sounds like a Pokemon and that Pokemon's evolution, which I'm a huge fan of Pokemon, if you don't know that. So that's right in my wheelhouse too. Absolutely love it. Waddle is excellent. Big props to that. I just props the camera. I feel both excited and ashamed. Moving on. We also got Waddle based on how it moves, which I think is a great name. It does waddle, and Waddle is a pretty good name. Just objectively, Waddle. I like it. We also got Kirby based on how it sucks in food. And I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, that looks a little bit like Kirby. Just, and then gone. A couple different iterations of Goober. So we have Goober, which just rolls off the tongue so beautifully. Goober, Goobs, the Goobmeister. And Booger, which, yeah, it looks a bit like a booger or a goober. Booger. They sound good. They feel good saying them. Booger. Nice work. And I'm going to give extra credit and a special shout out to poster JB, who had a crazy cool list of names. It was a bunch of different names. It wasn't just one, which kind of really, you know, impressed me. Some of you guys gave me a few names. JB gave, I think, like 7. And all of them fit the axolotl theme quite well. JB says, cool video and cute critter. I'm also a big fan of axolotls. I can't blame you. I love the ghostly glow that this fella has. I think there's a lot of fitting names you could use for your new friend. Just some ideas from me. Ghost. Nice. Spirit. Nice. I mentioned that the eyes of this axolotl kind of make it look, you know, a bit like a spirit or a ghost. So, fitting. Fox, after Foxfire, which is a really cool glowing fungus. It is a very cool glowing fungus, and I think it's got essentially that kind of bioluminescent green fluorescence to it, and that's very similar to how this guy looks. Lumiere, or Lumi, which I touched on earlier. Ether, or Aether. And then Sealy, which is a reference to fairies, as this fellow looks a bit fey-like. That's it for ideas for me. JB, thank you so much. Those are excellent names. Thanks again for posting. That's awesome work. Everybody, you guys have done an amazing job. I didn't know what kind of response I was going to get when I asked for you guys to send me names, and ultimately I am super impressed with how quickly and how many responses I got. So thank you so much. Now, before I reveal the name, let's just have a look at this little guy one more time, and then I will reveal the name that I picked for my axolotl. All right, guys, so the name that I felt would best represent this little axolotl, and I guess that I just like the most, is Goober! Yeah, that's right. I'm just a huge fan of how Goober rolls off the tongue. Goobs. The Goob. Goober. Gooby von Goobenstein. Any iteration of Goober. I like it a lot. I like it more than Booger. Booger is good, but Goober is where it's at. And you know what? This drawing I did, this is exactly why I think Goober's a good name. This is the face of just a drooling, you know, Goober. It's just Goober. I just picture a vacant stare, which it has, and a big wide mouth, and just like Gloom from Pokemon. Just vacant. And I absolutely love it. So, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all of your suggestions. They were absolutely awesome. This has been a really fun experience for me, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun with it too. I think if I ever get more pets in the future that are deserving of a name, that I'm going to reach out to you guys for another one, because this has been so much fun. So anyways, if you guys are new to my channel, I do this kind of stuff all the time. I'm just a nerdy aquatics hobbyist. Yeah, feel free to subscribe and be a part of the nonsense that is this place. That is my home and also my hobby. And yeah.
The real Goober. Real Goober.